May 12th, part two. So this is me when I was director communication marketing at the Palais des Congrès de Montréal. And I wanted to showcase my journey and what I did as a director communication marketing at the airport, but then also at the convention center. So, and also my parcours, I went at Aéroport de Montréal, then the SNC-Lavalin, then the convention center. Then there was the pandemic, now I'm working with again another engineering firm, just like SNC-Lavalin. It's called WSP, and the new position of the convention center. So this is, me, I love art. So this is Schoolie, artwork of verre soufflé. It's blown glass that was created at the Musée des Beaux-Arts. So, as you know, I've been graduated from UQAM, ESG, and ITHQ. And also, I did a marketing management uh, certificate at University McGill. I was also the first female Canadian graduated from Airport Council International for managing airports. And as I was telling you, I went to SNC-Lavalin after that and Palais des Congrès. So what is really important is to inspire the stakeholders of the infrastructure of the new building. That's what I did, the expansion building, because I was there for 20 years at the airport of Montreal from 1999 until uh, 2018, just about. And all the expansion of the international jetty, US jetty, this is really something that we were very proud of, and we wanted the local community to be proud of. So we had to be proactive with the promotion of this Montreal iconic building, and we made sure to have ambassadors to promote that. This is the inauguration of, and this is me. Haha. I was probably 25, 26. I don't know. I was young. So this is when we decided to integrate the US jetty. I said, "Oh, the roof are high, and I have friends who are acrobat skiers. Let's put them on a trampoline to show how the roof is high." And it was quite fun. So see, I had this creativity and liberty to do all that. So it was just a cocktail, and look how great it was. It was magnificent. Same with the art program. This is I was involved in all these art piece. This is the multimedia art in 2003 that were put in place with the big screens. So I was very proud of that, because instead of just buying a statue, we bought multimedia art so that we can promote different artists and change on a regular basis. So that was a great flexibility, and it was very avant-gardist according to all the other airports. Again, me with the light bulbs with my friend Morgenthaler. What's his name? I forget his name. Alex Morgenthaler. So he was the guy from a TNM theater in charge of lighting, and I told him this is what we would like to do. I was the one who had the idea, and my boss and my president were behind me and said, yes, go ahead and do it. We had so much complaint about the long corridor, and I thought by giving some animation with lightning, people would forget the length of the corridor, and it worked actually. So it was great. So my role was mainly to educate, sensitize, and protect the acquisition, the buildings, and to make studies also to support. This is Mirabel Airport, and we had to explain why we had to demolish the building, because the investment was so high and so important that this was not worth it to change it. So, and it was too costly at the time, and to adapt it as efficient as Dorval was not possible, unfortunately. So we did a public relations campaign to showcase the jobs at the airport of Mirabel, show that there were more employees there than ever before, with 6,000 employees. And we were connecting with ETS, which is the University of ETS, showcase that this was a great place to rent runways and do some cargo and infrastructure. This is a great video. I don't know if, yeah, this is the video that I've created when because the hat that you see on the O of Montreal, this was my idea to use the O of Montreal and put something on it. So we did it with the singer. You know, everybody knows. I forget. Leonard Cohen. We did a partnership with Leonard Cohen after his death, his family, and we asked them permission to use his song. And this was known around the world with 1 million uh, reach, just organic, which is phenomenal. So look at this. So these guys, they made the hat downstairs. And so you see, they did the hat and they went everywhere within the building and then they put it. We did this in an afternoon, very cheap, homemade, but with such an impact. And we bought, of course, the royalty fees for the song only for 1 month, but this was really worth it. We bought the right with Sony Music. So these are the artists I've been working with. This is me, and this is the artist that create Manon de Pau and the La Nuit d'Hiver that was created. We also did a big party to inaugurate all that with all C-level leaders of Montreal. We invited l'OSM, l'Orchestre Métropolitain de Montréal, and the opera. We worked with many different artists from Montreal to create a sense of pride. This is again the journal that we put in La Presse about the documentary about the 75th anniversary. And I shared with you in the other. I shared with you in the other video, so I'm not gonna go through that. The same with l'aviation civile. So you see, everything is attached. And this is just to give you an idea of the traffic passenger at the airport. So the traffic keep going. You see, that's the passenger. The growth in passenger is always going up. And this is the movements of the aircraft. So we see it's not because there's that increase in passenger that there are more movements. The planes, the size of the planes are changing. They're more full, I would say. So this is the impact that we wanted to share. Also, we created jobs, the amount of passenger, to showcase that the airport is important for the local economy and local community. And this was the extension project that we had at the time. SNC Lavalin, I've been working in cybersecurity, promoting their expertise in USA mainly. And I've been doing this great event with all the energy companies, Edison, Power Edison, Duke Energy, Avangrid. We invite them all, New York Power Authority, we invite them all to Montreal with the flagship of Hydro Quebec, so that they would come and see how great was the industry in Montreal. We invited, of course, Pierre Fitzgibbon, at the time was the Minister of Energy, and it was a great success. So this was the program with Eric Martel, Sandy Taylor, and Joy Dito from Utility Technology Council in USA. So I've made sure that there was a lot of visibility in the newspaper, at the Chamber of Commerce, Montreal International. So these were my partners and these were my public relations. So you see, it's a different industry and I still use the same recipe. How to make noise about a good event, but also how to make a partnership, strategic partnership that will give you strength. So this is me with Fitzgibbon and the Palais des Congrès. That's the structure of the Palais des Congrès. So the president is here. There was no VP communication marketing. So I was linked to Robert Mercure at that time, who hired me. And so So you see, this was the structure, and I was in charge of all the marketing strategy, promotion, communication, and also I was really connected with the sales team. The sales team that was the director développement des affaires, business development. We were very like this. It's really important to be connected because one is linked to the other. It's really linked by the hip, as we say. So this is what I've been doing, starting with marketing numérique. That was not that much there at that time. And so the Palais des Congrès is really there to have a local economic impact, conventions, as you know, and we will see, you will have a project, a case study. So that gives you an idea of the conventions. That is almost 50%, 45%. Exhibitions like Le Salon de l'Auto, which can be local sometimes, and CRG, it's more reception, corporate reunions, and things like that. So that gives you a little bit of the revenue streams. So we wanted to become the vecteur de l'innovation et de la créativité. So we had to do the rebrand. So how did we do it? We involved the staff, and we made sure to have all the good elements on board. And this is the rooftop where you have a lab of agriculture urbaine, which is great because you can create your own, even your wine. It's quite interesting, and it's a good story to tell. And it was like a playground. We had these ping pong tables, piano, different place to do meetings. And we worked with the City Lab Evénementiel, which were the startups of health, of cocktails, or well-being, or restrooms. So it was more than just les pieds carrés. On vend une expérience et des solutions. That was a little bit the motto at that time. So we did this workshop with the staff, and they felt like there was this wind of change, collaboration, and the sky was high. But they also felt the complexity, the rigidity, and the slowness of the business. So you see all these imagery that they picked here with the post-it, the Monsieur Patate tout croche, and the turtle. But then with these workshops, we could create this vision and what we wanted to achieve and the tone of voice we wanted to have. And then we could launch this new identity. So you have the 6 different axes: innovation, creativity, inspiration, possibilities, découverte, intelligence. So So we wanted to showcase the animation and l'espace pour se réinventer. You have to think that this was during the pandemic. So space was really important. So we had a lot of space and it was available. So that's why we said it's a space to reinvent yourself for creativity and possibilities. So the timing was good also, but it can last, and it's still lasting right now with these different opportunities. And the sous-marque, which is important, the sub-brand. You should never have a sub-brand like this. Look how disparate it is. Like it's very different from one each other. We don't know it's the Palais des Congrès, but all these brands were created years after years, and it was a mistake. It diluted the brand. So we canceled all that, and there was only one logo, and it was the Palais des Congrès de Montréal, because we don't understand who talks when you see these different logos. It needs to be like this, our home brand is like this. It's FedEx, Corporation Office, Express Ground, Trade, Freight, but it's only one brand. The impact of the pandemic, you can have a look, but we had to do walls, we had to do restrictions, procedures. We wanted to have small, medium, and large press conference. We had a studio like at the Musique Plus. We really diversified. We had 7 studios at the time. We wanted to showcase that we were still open and still surviving and welcoming Chamber of Commerce of Montreal. I pick up the phone myself with my network that I had built at the airport, and that's how we could survive and created this sense of happenings, showcasing that we were still there. And this is with Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. We did a video also in Oasis, the immersive room. We took all the leaders of events, airport industry. I went with my network, Air Canada, and the president of Tourism Montreal, and we did this great show. So now I invite you to do the workshop. If you can have a look, there's two of them for during May 12th. In the week of May 12th, please send me an email with your workshop answers. If you have any questions, I'm always available. Thank you.